There we are. Hello. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle, and I am doing a reading for Leo in all placements. It's timeless in general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, I, I started this, and it was just like perpetually, the thing was perpetually spinning and not starting. So now I'm live. We'll see if it actually is recording because another reading, it didn't record for the first like minute that I talked. So, all right. Is Mercury in retrograde? No, it's not. But there are other planets in retrograde. So who knows what's going on? There is Lioness Kitty Cat. Good morning, beautiful. So glad you are here. And yes, Leo for you, are one of our favorite Leos in the house. Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking at what the universe wants you to know right now. I'm gonna start with a couple of like angel cards here. We've got compassion. Aw, nice little hug there. Trust. Oh, yeah. Compassion and trust. Come on, camera, you can do it. Show us the unicorn. I want to see the unicorn. Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is such sweet energy. There's so much, yeah, so much love here and caring, understanding. That's a part of compassion. Giving of yourself, feeling like you can, you know, people trust you. If somebody trusts you implicitly, you feel the same about them or someone else. Like there's this really lovely kind of mutual um connection with others, we'll say. So let me go to the wisdom of the oracle. Trust with unicorns. Yes. If you can't trust anything else, you can trust a unicorn. All right. The Fates, 17. Unfinished Symphony, number 10. Go the distance in reverse, 47. Hmm. Well, something here is fated. Something that you've been working on, possibly for a long time, or it's just some kind of project that you are meant to complete. And what's interesting is there's a feeling of you kind of thinking that this is something like you're just never going to get there. There's a sense that you're just kind of stuck in this perpetual motion. You know, you keep working toward a goal, and it feels like it's eluding you. But there's a reminder here that whatever this is that you're working on, that you are trying to complete in some way, it's taking a while because it's helping you to build your resilience, your strength, the understanding that you have grit, you have what it takes to achieve this goal, your goals in general. And so there is a message here of, continue what you're doing. You're on the right track. You are this whatever you're doing, this is a part of what you are meant to be doing. I just get the sense that you thought it was going to be a lot quicker. That you were going to wrap this up a lot quicker than you're realizing, or than you thought you would. And you will come to a point where you will cross that finish line. It's just there is divine timing at play, which yeah, divine timing is inherently about having patience. And we do not like the P word. That is a very bad word for many of us. And yeah, you are being forced to flex that patience muscle. But to be persistent, persevere, even in the face of feeling like you aren't getting anywhere. Because you are, even if it seems like it's, your progress is so minuscule, you can't even tell, that you're getting anywhere, but you are. And sometimes it's realizing, or it's remembering that we don't always see uh the improvements, the movement forward on a physical level. We don't always see the evidence of it, but there's still something happening under the surface. Very much like when you plant a seed. Just because you don't see the seed, the sprout coming up out of the soil, doesn't mean there's nothing happening underneath the surface. That seed needs time to germinate and then to grow up and reach toward, you know, basically toward the sun. So you're in that period of time, that germinating, and and so keep it up, keep going. You're on the right track for sure, for sure. So uh let's see. I'm curious what this is about. Let me go with the Voyager Tarot. Can I get a little bit more information on what has Leo feeling stuck, feeling like there's no progress? Four of Cups in reverse, anger. Okay. This is the World card, universe. Um, yeah, and you're a fixed sign. This is very much your energy. Also, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. And Woman of Crystals in reverse. Gra- what does it say? Guardian. And we've got some kitty confirmation as well. Oh, yeah. She's suddenly getting feisty. She was just laying down, super chill, and now all of a sudden she's getting really like what's the word? Um like she wants she's I cannot think of the word. Bothers me when I can't unpack my adjectives. um yeah, it's like she's looking around, she wants to get out, restless. That's the word. So I feel like there's this sense of restlessness that you're experiencing, which makes perfect sense because you have an expectation of reaching a goal and it's just not happening the way you expected. And so it's like, can we hurry this up already? so so you're coming out of let's see. How do I explain this? It's like, okay, so we have this 4 of cups and anger in reverse, right? And I'm getting that the kind of the opposite, when it's in reverse, it's like the other side. So what's the other side of anger? Like the word complacency kind of it keeps coming to mind. A feeling of almost apathy. Um But that also really speaks to the 4 of Cups specifically. So then we could also see this as something where you are coming out of a feeling of complacency or apathy, that you are starting to, it's like the fire in you is has been sparked or reignited in some way. And there's a feeling, yeah, there's like this feeling of like, okay, you're more clear on what you want, you feel more determined. There could even be some excitement. Uh and there's a sense of it could be joy, like I said, excitement. It could be just happiness in general. Like there's something where you you have come out of a, yeah, an energy of just feeling, again, I'll say it, like complacency or apathy, but also um, a low grade feeling of anger or like feistiness. I mentioned that with Kitty. She was feeling very feisty. And now she's like sitting back down and kind of calming down again. And so, yeah, it's like this feeling that is being um, kind of awakened in you, or was awakened in you, has it brought you to a place where you felt like or are feeling like you you figured something out, and you've come to this new understanding, you've learned some kind of lesson, and it's like it's this feeling of accomplishment and excitement and like ready for what's next. You've had some kind of like understanding, even some kind of epiphany, but it was like kind of a long time coming. You've worked through some stuff, and you are you are moving into this kind of, you have moved into this situation, this project, this goal, with this uh, like a softer energy, because the woman of crystals, that is it's a very like no nonsense, like let's focus on the facts. um there's a sense of like having boundaries. It can be a somewhat harsh energy. So that could be so this can be one of two things, and maybe it's both. Maybe you vacillate, but like at times you feel like you are more like leaning more into a softer energy in terms of like how you want to show up, how you're learning how to treat yourself in a new way. Your anger is being kind of mellowed in some way, and you're looking at yourself as your as the only person who can really help you. This can also be where you are um y- having trouble being honest with yourself about the this new direction. that you are going in, where it's like trouble communicating about what you need, and I'm getting communication with yourself, even like you're kind of, I'm getting this sense that, yeah, you're kind of trying to come to terms with this. But I love that we started with compassion and trust, because that is the baseline that you are working from, or that you, maybe better to say, you are developing these things, because this energy of being compassionate with yourself, recognizing that you are the unicorn, that you're learning how to trust yourself in a new way, and it's coming from a place of being more loving and kind with yourself. So yeah, who's here? Mojo Tarot made it, and Linda too. Hello, guys. As I start drooling. Hello. From lion to unicorn. That's right. Okay. So why do you feel the need to finish something quickly, is what I'm getting. To be done with something already. I'm going to use my guides of the hidden realms. Why do you feel this need to be done so quickly? To, like, you feel like you should have already achieved your goal. The true source of power. Divine will, integrity, power versus force. 18. Because you feel like you've been playing by the rules. You've been doing things, by the book. You feel you feel the sense that you have taken back your power. You have learned something, with this universe card. You're like, I understand things in a new way, and I feel like the universe has my back. And oh, do we have a dragon here? Yeah, we have a little dragon coming out of the side of her head. So now we have a unicorn and a dragon. we've got some magical energy here, magical mystical creatures. Um and it's a very, fiery, passionate energy. All eyes are open, inspired vision, clarity, perception, and revelation. Yeah, see, you've had this, like I said, you've had this epiphany. You've gained some kind of clarity. You're like, oh, I get it now. Which I'm going to get one more, and we have 25. Um, just checking out the numbers here real quick. Um, you have this new understanding, and there's a sense that you're like, what am I not getting? Like, I feel like I have the will, and I have, the universal, kind of backing for this. I'm inspired, and listening to the ancestors, inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. Yeah, 13. You feel like you have gained, you should have, with all this understanding, this wisdom, this inspired vision, this new perception, y- you're a little bit, I'm getting the word flummoxed. That all of this isn't paying off in some way. And I think a part of it has to do with the fact that, yeah, we're dealing with divine timing. Like I said earlier, that just because you have the like maybe you think you understand everything, maybe you think you have all this wisdom because you have this new vision, but there's more integrating to do. There's more to learn. Uh, you're on the right track. You're absolute like this is what I started out saying. Like you just have more to learn, really what it comes down to. And more to tap into about your own resilience. And again, flexing that patience muscle, like, ugh, it for Leos, that is not an easy thing to do. You want what you want when you want it. and um and especially when you feel so inspired and you feel like the universe is like, yeah, you got this, you go. And you're just like, oh my god, this is such a slog. Why am I getting all of the like green, I'm getting all these green lights, it's all great, but I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, or I feel like I'm just, it's like in movies or something where the hallway stretches out and it just like extends, infinitely, and you're like, I'm going, but god, it's just never ending. I don't even see a light at the end of the tunnel. And maybe that's a part of this, is the universe is just like, you know you're not meant to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, because you are meant to just like be like the seed growing. You are just meant to be in that germinating phase. There's more to the story. There's more that's coming. There are more kind of mile markers that you are going to hit, that are going to bring in more knowledge that then you can integrate into wisdom and inherited patterns too. There's something about this process is helping you become aware of values, um, these certain patterns that are not always easy to see, and it takes time to come to new understandings about ourselves. And so you're kind of, in a way, you're kind of like peeling the onion. You're taking away the layers, and you thought that you had already gotten to, the center of the onion, but in fact, you've only just scratched the surface. So, what will help you to um to lean into that feeling of trust that you're on the right track? I'm going to use my radical abundance deck. What's going to help you to lean into that feeling of like, okay, I got this. Even though I can't see an ending right now, what's going to help you? Nurturing. Aw, yeah. See, nurturing, maybe you're a parent and just focusing on giving as much love as you can to your child or children. Uh, this can also be nurturing that child inside. This makes me think of the seed. The seed needs all of the the elements to germinate and grow in the first place. There's compassion here as well with this nurturing, and and just pouring that love into yourself. And that nurturing, that care. This nurturing can also speak to whatever this is that you are doing. Treat it like, it's like you are trying to go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds because of all this inspired energy. But if you think of it like with, a baby, there's there are stages that happen. There's the growth takes time. And so it's learning to trust the process. And then you have synchronicity. So you may already be experiencing synchronicities around this thing. Like, I get the sense that that's a part of where this inspired energy is coming from, and you're like, the universe has been kind of, laying things out for me, and kind of leaving this trail, this magical trail for me to follow. But there's more coming. It's like, I'm getting kind of a snowball effect where there's more magic to lean into, because I talk about sometimes with synchronicity and that kind of thing, synchronicity, serendipity. I've been calling it real world magic, because we all experience it from time to time, and when we do, it's like, whoa, that's cool. Wow, things just, lined up, or this thing connected to that thing, and it seems totally random, but it feels like special. It feels important. And so there's more of that, for you to experience and to lean into, to look out for. There are a lot of synchronicities happening that you may not even be aware of, maybe partially because you've been so focused on completing this goal that maybe you've missed some of the more subtle, um again, I'm getting that word mile marker. And synergy. So, and this is interesting too, because both of these, um tell me that there is, at least one other person that is along for the journey with you, kind of a buddy, or could be a romantic partner, or it's, somebody who gets you, who understands the path that you're on, and they've got your back, and they're, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is somebody who's on a similar path, and you two are kind of like, you're there, it's like an accountability partner almost, where you're helping to keep each other accountable. It makes me think of, say you start a new exercise regimen, like you're like, okay, I really want to start walking or running or something, and and you find somebody who is all who want, you two get together, every so often, and do the thing together. Um, and two, with the synergy, it's about recognizing that whatever this is, it could be something where you feel, maybe you started out feeling like this was your project. This was, you're going to do this, and you're going at it alone. Um, Maybe there's something about, like, you're like, I don't need anyone's help. I got this. Or um, you just started something and then got to a point where you're like, I'm faltering here. Why is this working? And there's somebody here who can kind of come in and kind of give you a new perspective, fresh eyes. Oh yeah, because we have perception here, inspired vision, clarity. It's like, yeah, somebody, and all the eyes again. Um, I just got two all eyes on you. So there are people around you who are, able to help you, because they can see things in a different way that you can't, and they can bring something to the table that is going to help you. Um, but it is a mutual thing. This is you also giving back, and the idea of synergy. It's that the two parts come together and are able to make something greater than either one of them on their own could. So some kind of some pride, maybe that's a part of this. What's going on here is this thing that you're trying to accomplish, the project, goal, whatever, is you're coming to the understanding that you do need a partner in this in some way. Like if you're trying to start a business, you're like, oh, I guess maybe I should enroll a partner in this, or you know even if it's even if it is just an accountability partner with what you're doing. So, oh, broken key oracle is here. I should leave my glasses on. I can see better. Good morning. Glad you made it. Okay, so yeah, let's see what the Moonology deck has to say. Kind of like where you're heading. What can you look forward to? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Yeah, and I feel like this aligns with the compassion and the trust, with this nurturing, even with the synergy and the synchronicity, just in these images. It's like you people know that you have their back and they have yours. And it's all good because everything is kind of divinely directed. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, which did that just happen or is that about to happen? We are in Libra season, so somewhere around now. A new romantic cycle begins. So maybe there's somebody here. Maybe this is a romantic partner, or as you're on this journey, you meet someone. I don't know. Like I brought up like walking or running. Maybe you're out like exercising and you meet someone who is also doing that, and you two kind of hit it off, and yeah. um, Sparks fly, as they say. This new romantic cycle also often speaks to me of a romantic cycle um, with yourself, because I talked about that in the beginning, where you're just learning how to be kinder with yourself, more gentle, less harsh and like taskmaster energy, learning to love yourself in a whole new way. And if you are already, in a connection, this could be just a deepening of that connection. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Yeah, see, you are learning you are learning to how to get comfortable being outside of your comfort zone. Whatever this is that you're working on, maybe when you started felt right, felt like, oh yeah, I've totally got this. And then the more you've gone, the more you realize you might be in over your head. You might feel like, uh, I what was I gonna say? It came and went. Yeah, just that. I got. There's no going back. you know that you've started something, you can't go back, but you also can't stop. You're driven. Maybe that's just this feeling in you, this inspired feeling, and you're just like, I gotta keep going. But it, there is that part of you that's like, ugh, I'm not comfortable here. I want to just go and stick my head in the sand. I just want to go and sit on the couch and wrap up in my blankets and just like forget that I ever did started anything. But like you can't let yourself. The universe isn't going to let you do that. Um so I I think I need to finish. There are more cards that want to come out, but I think yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to get some from the magic of you, and then I will finish with one more of something or other. Paradis. This one is very hard for me to say. Paradisiacal. Paradisiacal. You belong to paradise. 24. You belong to paradise. Okay, this is speaking to me of you coming to the understanding that whatever you've been trying to achieve or whatever, see, how do I say this? It's like you always had it within you, but you had to go on this journey to discover that. You always had the ability to rise to the occasion, to um, get to your goal. You belong to paradise. Paradise is it is that idea of like beauty and abundance and everything like just being in alignment, and it is who you are. It is it is your true birthright to be in a place where you just feel like surrounded by the love and the care, the compassion, all the, like I said, the beauty, the abundance. Phenomenon. Be still and listen to the spirits. 25. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. This is you. The universe is like, we're trying to help you here. We're trying to give you the messages that you need. And so you need to take some time to I'm getting every day, sit for 5 to 10 minutes, if that's all you've got, more if you have more, um, and to just let yourself be with where you're at and not try to analyze anything, not try to figure things out, or you know certainly not berate yourself or anything. You're just kind of getting in the zone, because that is the place where you will be able to get the downloads, get the messages the universe is trying to send you. Ubuntu, compassion for others. We got compassion twice. 34. um yeah, and 25 is also, both of these break down to 7. 7 is a spiritual number. Oh, and we have 25 over here as well. With all eyes are open. Be still and listen to the spirits. Gaining that clarity. You have more to learn. You have more. inspired, this inspired vision. There's more coming. I think I think that is one of the biggest things here is that I'm kind of getting like, I don't know. You I'm thinking of it in terms of like getting gifts where you you got, like, say it's your birthday or something, and you receive the gifts from the people around you, or from whoever, and you're like, okay, that's it, that's all I get. I don't expect any more. But what you've gotten, you're really happy with, and the universe is like, wait, there's more coming. You just don't see it. There's someone, it's like there's someone who's going to bring you a gift tomorrow or next week, who's like, oh, I've been working on something for you and it wasn't ready on your birthday, or it wasn't ready in time, but it's still being worked on, it's still coming to you, there's more. And so it's not just um I don't know why the term resting on your laurels came to mind. I don't even know what that means. I don't use that term, but anyway, it's like you're this is you trusting that there is more magic coming in and being open to it. And you just don't know how it's coming, but it is. And so just focus on having compassion for others. That's a part you're cultivating that. This whole process is helping you to cultivate that, because the more you're in this feeling of like things not happening in the right time, and you're feeling the sense of restlessness, uh and you're developing this resilience, you're starting to see other people in a new way, in their struggles, and you're like, wow, like I get where you're at. I've been there. Maybe you're a little bit further along, and you're like we've got this, let's do this together. Again, the together thing. Having somebody's back, having people's back, and that energy is going to help people reciprocate that. You are developing more and more compassion because of the process, which is always a good thing. So I'm going to finish with a Beyond Lemuria card. Oh, so we have this figure. She looks like she's stepping out from behind a veil. The veil is partially made of her hair, and there's I don't know what kind of flower is above her at her crown chakra. And then right here around her looks like throat, maybe heart chakra. There's a light. So this is about communication, communicating in a new way, and through an open heart. And there is some kind, you're being divinely guided. That's what that flower kind of looks like to me. And this is a feminine energy. It's about being open and receptive. Leaning into your intuition, and that kind of that compassionate energy as well. Internal explorer. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. Be still and listen to the spirits. Yeah. And being softer with yourself. That came up right in the beginning, or this softer energy. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. That could be a part of this synergy as well. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. You are invited to explore the state of flow. You are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. Yeah, I think that's what this is about, getting out of your own way and just going with the flow. um, you have the permission you felt you needed. Go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I was saying. Yeah, there's so much more. Yeah, the gift thing. There's so many more gifts that are waiting for you, and as you as you develop this deeper love for yourself, and by extension the people around you. So that's beautiful. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.